This is Sean. I'm back with another video for my channel 300 Baud. And today I'm going to take a look at the few Atari Jaguar games that I have in my collection. I have these games, and also I have the game that was packaged with, which is Cybermorph. In this little box here, I've had this for several years. This is actually what some of the games come packaged in. I got the Jaguar with 2 game packs from Tiger, who was liquidating the Atari stuff at the time. And I've just had this box for all these years. Now, I wasn't putting the boxes inside the box. What I did is I have the cartridges in here, so it makes it a little easier to get to the cartridge. So you can take a look. The first game I've got here is Raiden. So we'll go ahead and pop Raiden in, the old Jaguar. Now, one thing I noticed with this Jaguar, I've had it for a long time, a couple decades, and this little shape here catches dust right along the edge there. So one interesting little fact about the Atari Jaguar cartridge, the shape will capture dust. And over here I've got the boxes. Now, Raiden is one of those games that, it's the only game I bought used. Bought this when I was in England for a little while. Got it in like a bookstore or something like that. And they just had a little tiny Jaguar collection. I believe there's even a Jaguar CD-ROM unit there. At the time, these things weren't worth a heck of a lot. Although you can see I actually paid £15 for it. So that's quite a bit of money. That's like paying 20 bucks. At the back, let's take a look and see what we got. Got some screenshots. To me, looks like the arcade game. It says, the power of the Jaguar, excitement of the arcade. Mother Earth has fallen to a deranged aliens. Now, a pilot of the Raiden supersonic attack fighter, you must rip through enemy lines and mount a daring counterattack. In Raiden, the ultimate arcade game conversion, showcasing the Atari Jaguar's 64-bit capabilities, Raiden enhances the vertical shooter excitement of an all-time arcade favorite with brilliant sounds and exceptional speed and motion. So it offers 8 levels of proven arcade action, complex parallax scrolling, a searing CD quality soundtrack, an arcade vivid graphics, hundreds of enemies to blow into. Okay, so I have to apologize. I'm reading with glasses that are a little fuzzy for me, and I'm trying to read this accurately. It says hundreds of enemies to blow into the stratosphere. Only Jaguar can deliver this level of arcade excitement at home. No other system can compare. Well, I don't know about that, but I have played this game, and it's pretty good. Not much on the side. Yep, just Atari Jaguar. Looks like the game number on this is J9005. Yeah, and that's it. All right, let's take a look at our Raiden game, the packaging on the inside. So pulling it apart, we've got our game manual, our registration card, and this is what the cartridge came packed in, this plastic bag, and then the actual cradle, which holds everything in place. So taking a look at the manual, you'll notice it's black and white. So around the time the Atari 7800 came out, Atari really kind of started cheapening their things. Gone was the color manual and in with the black and white. This is actually only 4 pages total, so it's a very short manual. Looking at it here, we've got a little illustration of the ship. It's got the artist's signature on there. Not really much to look at there. Not as beautiful as some of the 70s art that Atari was putting out. So we've got the introduction. It says, Mother Earth has fallen under siege by militant aliens. Now, as pilot of the Raiden supersonic attack fighter, it's up to you to mount a daring counterattack. Rip through enemy lines and take back our cities. Torch Gatling units with your homing missiles and teach these galactic pirates why nobody messes around with your planet. So getting started, insert your cartridge, press power, and press B to discontinue the title screens. All right, so our game controls, it says see figure 1. So we have a 1, a 2, and a 3. If we go over to the back of the manual, This gives us our figure 1. So it's basically just telling us the layout of the controller. So 1 is your fire buttons here, and 3, which would be your start and pause buttons. And 2 is your numeric keypad. Figure 2 is your screen display, which is your in-game screen. So your buttons, A and B both fire, and then C drops a bomb. And 0 key toggles your music on and off. In the 2 area, that's your pause button. It says you can change the volume of the music and sound effects when you're in pause, which is pretty cool. It also says down here that the Jaguar will store 100,000 scores. And then after 100,000, it won't save any more scores. So you got 100,000. That's a lot of play. So that's pretty good. So here, our main menu game selection screen. So we've got player 1 we've got the bomb count, the credits, the ship, and the score. And then the same thing for player 2. So that would be over here in the figure 2 area. So we've got, this is the area here for player 1, and then player 2 down here. Let's see here. And we've got weapon power-ups. So blue is for lasers and red is for machine guns. And then if you collect a B, you get bombs, and M is your direct fire missiles, and then H is homing missiles. And then apparently, I don't know what this is, but you got a dragon and a fairy. I haven't seen those yet. So the dragon, you get 3,000 points, and a fairy, you get 10,000 points. And P is your super power-up, which takes you to the maximum power for the weapon you've got selected. So yeah, we've got the credits over here. Programming by Imagitech Design Incorporated. So yeah, this is actually not much of a manual, pretty basic, but you know, it's a basic game, so it really doesn't need much of a manual. Would be neat to compare this game to the actual arcade and see how that compares. Maybe I'll be able to do that in this video, so we'll see. So let me put this away, and we'll go ahead and take a look at some gameplay too. Got the game in there. Let's turn it on and see what happens. So my initial thoughts on this game is it has very nice color. I really like the way they drawn the sprites. The parallax scrolling is really good. The game's actually a lot of fun. The thing I'm having issue with is the Jaguar controller. The one I have is very mushy, and it's just not a really enjoyable joystick controller. Also, I don't like pads, so I prefer a joystick over a pad, so my fingers get really tired. But this is actually a really good game. If you have a Jaguar, it's definitely one that I would put on the to-buy list.